Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Pyre. You're here with Rayon Lefebvre, otherwise known as DraxxKraven. When I don't want to say we let the fate win. I'm going to say we gave the fate what they deserved after all the good they'd done to us. Let us continue our journey to the Moonlight Alcove. Good morning, everyone. We are at the mercy of the stars, and none can say how soon they'll shine for us again. Let us recover for a while at Moonlight Alcove and decide how to proceed. The number of rites remaining in the cycle... The number of cycle of rites are diminishing. The sands are running out of our hourglass. We need to make the most of them. The Beyonder Crystal seeks Bertrude. Good. Sandra is waiting for something to happen. I know that you are caged, Sandra, but there's no harm in being polite. Why are you doing this? Reaching out to me again like this. I have been abandoned in this blasted rock more times than you can count, reader. And each time, I've laughed it off like so. But I fear it will be different this time. Before I knew that someone else would come around and pick up where the previous idiot left off, but now... She scoffs and then falls silent for a time. Well, it seems there may not be a next time after all of this. If what I am to understand about the stars out there is even half truth, so then I can anticipate an eternity of utter solitude without even the blasted rites to keep me company. Understand that while I may be an apparition in a glass to you, I yet retain a shred of self, and do not happily foresee that outcome. And yet, you keep coming back to me like this. If this is all in service of a torment, then you are most cruel. Oh, lovely reader. Commendably so, I would have to say. So then I am to understand you wish to spend more time with me, thus, knowing full well the stars are soon to put an end to this little affair. As if in answer to her question, you feel what seems to be the Beyonder Crystal itself seems to be pulling you away. I don't care, I'll stay with Sandra a bit longer. You focus your mind and remain where you are, there with Sandra in the confines of the Beyonder Crystal, and remain there with her for some time. No words need be exchanged between the two of you, and in the darkness there, for once, she does not feel alone. Soon enough, however, she bids you to depart. You shall leave those idiots of yours listless if you remain here for too long. Be gone already, and let me know if you have need of me. Bertrude has a scribe trial to do. Flame Leech? No, I'll take the Tailwind quest. Crest. Who among us? Oh, we are all decked out in mighty regalia. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Bertrude. The old bot crone, then? She does have some potential. I should think, more so than most of those whom you share their little residence. Let us bring her forth. Soon Bertrude appears in heat of the summons. We sense that thou hast need of us. I love that the dejected noise she makes, just like, fuck off, reader. I'm busy. Oh, yeah. Oh, she can pounce. She's got mad hops. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, crone, you answered to me here. How very eloquent. May your vast experience exceed your knack for pleasant conversation. I trust that you shall have little trouble here without the benefit of your more communicative friends. Now, come. Oh boy, and now we have the big versus the small. Oh boy. Give me a second. I'm getting seconds per frame here. Alright, there we go. Oh my god. Okay, there's still a delay. Darn it. There's still a delay between being able to aura cast, but I can set it up super quick. No, this was all part of my plan. I'm trying to lose points so that I can invoke the Hex of Defeat. It's all part of my clever plan. Oh, crap. Yeah, don't do that. You go squeeze now. Woo! Crap. That imp has a huge aura. Is it just me? Darn it. Got one. Bonk. That big damage. That Bertrude damage. Yeah! Whoop. Whoops. Get out of my house. Oops. Later, nerds. You can't stop me. I'm Bertrude the Bog Crone, motherfucker. Don't you never forget. Yeah. A simple test. Undeserving to be called a challenge. I had to fail you just for gloating, Crone. But those are not my rules, and your performance was sufficient. Thus you have passed the test. Congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Now farewell. Ho! Ho! Spittin' fire! That Bog Crone. I love Bertrude. I love her so much. She's great. Good riddance to that mouthy wraith. Show us then what trinket she bestoweth upon us. Melith's tail. Bertrude's blast pierces through solid objects. The Sisters of the Arch cut into her skin. Once she was through with them, she shed the rest. Accept the reward. It seems as if the Sisters of the Arch got perilously close to killing them all, but still failed. Bide your time. Best make yourselves as comfortable as possible here for the time, Nightwings. The rites ought to commence again before we know it. Until then, be well. Thus, you and your companions remain at the mountaintop waiting for the stars to shine again. The cycle of the rites is ending. The news that Volfred and the lone minstrel revealed to you now threatens to disrupt the group's resolve. Who most deserves their freedom? Can there be any hope for your revolutionary plan to change the Commonwealth if too few exiles manage to return? These questions hang like a fog over you and your companions as you linger there on Mount Elodiel. For now, the exiles of the Nightwings vow to stick together for as many opportunities as they have left. Many moons pass. One cold evening, Volfred finds you off on your own. Well, my boy, it's time once more. Come see. Volfred indicates the sky through the snow. You can see that he is right. Soon all of your companions are gathered. Volfred regards the group in his steady manner. As you all know, I have refrained from participating in the rites myself. This was a long-held choice of mine for a variety of reasons. Chief among those reasons is so that I might direct our plan, free from unwanted attention, both from our adversaries here and those who would oppose us in the Commonwealth. Another reason is my past experience conducting the rites. It did not end on good terms. Before my time, the Nightwings composed 3 exiles: Brighton, Orisa, and Oralek. Little Tiza was with them as well, still learning in their ways. Brighton, a former exile of the Nightwings, Orisa, and Oralek. Oh wow, his portrait is changed, as if to say that Volfred can no longer consider him the man he once was, and can only see the demon that he has become. After Brighton regained his freedom in the liberation rites, the Nightwings took me in. A story for another time, but for one thing, I had capacity to read the ancient book. Anyway, when next we earned our way into the liberation rite, Oralek was anointed for return. He had long been in exile, and his horns were beginning to show. We prevailed. Little Tizo snuffed the accuser's pyre, defeating Lendl, I might add. Thus Oralek earned his freedom. However, just as the Shimmer Pool was to engulf him, Orisa, she shoved him from the precipice and took her freedom in his stead. She perished, of course. Only the anointed can transcend the Shimmer Pool, but she thought the warnings were a myth and paid the price. She was always restless. I presumed Oralek perished too. To survive a fall from Mount Elodiel, I was left alone. Subsequently, I made no attempts to reassemble the Nightwings. Knowing that such treachery, such harm was even possible as part of this ordeal, I frankly still do not hold Orisa entirely at fault for what transpired. I hold instead the Commonwealth responsible, for it put us in this desperate situation. How did Oralek survive? Because he's a mean bastard. He is now, anyway. And I resist the urge to think the rites may partly be to blame, as well for pitting brother against brother and sister against sister. Volfred breathes a deep sigh. Now I see that Oralek yet lives, at a time when our plan is already in motion, and even the stars are fading. Perhaps a signal that the scribes themselves know that the Nightwings are divided and that they do not approve. But I choose to take it as a sign that we must act The scribes have put us in a set of circumstances where each one of us may rise to the occasion. The Nightwings in our plan need all the help they can get, and so I have made a decision which I wish to announce here to you all. In the name of the Nightwings, and reader by your leave, I would conduct the rites again. Long have my skills languished in the matter, I admit, although I trust I shall regain them soon enough. While I once vowed never to conduct the rites again, our present situation calls for all our resources to be brought to bear. So if I may be used during the rites to come, I shall avail myself. That is all. Now then, our reader shall determine where we are headed come first light. Volfred bows his head to everyone, while the others exchange looks, then, one by one, salute him in turn. Volfred stands ready to conduct the rites again, welcoming him back to the ranks. Once more do several stars shine bright in the night sky, revealing several paths for pursuit towards salvation. The stars themselves await the will of the Nightwings. Choose the path towards salvation. Hope, the Midnight Star. Roll, the South Star. And Melith, the Bog Star. Now that we have Bertrude in our repertoire. Oh, God. I've got to take the Essence down. I gotta defeat them. Ignarius, Manly, to hell with them. 1-1 against the Harp Tamitha Thane. It's a rematch. I've got to beat them because I don't want to face them in the Liberation. And then maybe yet we will face the Chastity or the Withdrawn. That depends on whether or not they're able to defeat their opponents. The Fate, they have disbanded, but they will regroup. Resigned after freeing his son in the Liberation. All right. Going to the bogs. We're going to the bogs. Bertrude will be able to protect us from its aura draining effect. No one to chat with, so let's just boogie on out. Oh my!
I do so hate to thusly contact you, O reader.
You can do that?
Yet an awful rumor reached me recently.
Oh really?
That you have within your retinue a traitor.
Oh?
To the Nightwings and the Commonwealth alike. But you would never harbor such a traitor, now would you?
Wouldn't call Volfred a traitor.
I trust your time within the downside would have taught you that.
You rise after a fitful night of slumber somehow. The voice, which thus far has reached you only in the rites, has found its way into your sleep as well. You shake free of it. The time at Moonlight Alcove has made everyone restless. The group is eager to set forth their commitment. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, he's got to be referring to Volfred, but Volfred's no traitor. He just hates hate's a strong word. Damn howlers. I'm trying to smash it, but I can't. Got him. Light him up, boys. As the wagon soars across the skies above Wakingwood, you notice Volfred appears lost in thought. You cannot sense straight away what he is thinking. Do not mind me, reader. It is simply that being here in this vicinity, it brings back a lot of memories and gives me much to ponder. I hid within those woods for so many years, making preparations for the plan. I cast aside my raiments and became untraceable. There I waited for the plan to germinate, so it means a lot now to be here above this place at last. Quite the view, wouldn't you say, my boy? That's one way to put it. That is one way to put it. Slam! What's the big idea, huh? Oh, it's the Nightwings. Come to rub it in again, I guess. We Templars, we've been trading flames with you for who knows how long. So what you got us once or twice lately. Matter of time before we go and get you back. So you might want to keep that in mind the next time you go messing with these horns, hear me? Now get out of my sky. Whatever you say, Ignarius. Whatever you say. Oh god, my computer does not like this snow. A gloom hangs thick above the pit of Melith and all around it. You're brave to seek your adversaries here again, reader. Many in the downside believe it to be nothing other than a foul den. They take the tales of Islak Astralborn to be mythology, embellished through retelling over time. You have met others, such as the witch Udmilda, who believe otherwise, although, whichever their beliefs, I know of none who would go near that place unless the stars demanded it. Thus shall your rites against the Essence take place in complete secrecy, as the rites always have. Curse it! Curse the sun! You sense the presence of your adversaries here? Just let me... Nice. Faster route, time to pursue vocations, talisman. May learn of his recent activity? That seems sort of pointless. Like, he's been winning, but he's not going to get into another liberation anytime soon, so I'll go with the vocations. There are so many people to mentor now. You arrive again in the muddy bleakness of flagging hands, already anticipating the sinking feeling that comes with the place, but this time Bertrude has something to say for it. We shall show ye how to withstand the less pleasant qualities of the locale. She reveals various salves and minor enchantments that help to counteract the spirit-draining effects of the region. Soon everyone's feeling better, if but for the assurances. Henceforth you shall not suffer penalties to hope while in the pit of Melith. Thanks be to Bertrude. In the black wagon, Volfred seems to have something on his mind. There. Volfred appears to have finished sealing some sort of document. He smiles as he approaches you. Hello, my boy. I was just on my way to make a drop. Report a bit of progress our supporters on the other side should like to know. It is not clear to you as yet exactly how Volfred is able to communicate with the agents of the Commonwealth. We have our ways of making certain that such messages make their way to whom they need to reach most. Most of the time, at least. It's not exactly the most dignified of methods, but the messenger imp is as hard-working as the rest of us, or dare I say more so. He is one of Volfred's couriers, tasked with delivering news to and from the Commonwealth. I love that guy. Most imps lack the capacity to do that job. They of course cannot traverse the outer boundaries of the downside, but they can squeeze much closer than any of us. Volfred offers to tell you more of this process. It seems that he has been using certain imps to relay messages to his agents in the Commonwealth for some time now. From that point, we depend on certain other means. A trafficker like Ruki would likely be familiar with them. Then my agents intercept the messages as they arrive. The messages are coded, in the off chance they reveal themselves before unwanted eyes, but even still, my agents put themselves in great peril there, supporting our cause and the plan. I could not ask for a more dedicated bunch, a shame we cannot meet them, separated as we are. If we succeed in our endeavors, it shall be thanks in no small part to them. They have identified hundreds of citizens grown loyal to our cause, found hidden corners where they can speak freely. Their goal is to grow in numbers while remaining safe. For we cannot resist the Commonwealth if too few citizens stand with us, whether due to apathy, or fear, or lack of willingness to see our nation as we do. Some of these agents I have known for many, many years, since long before my exile. Many were former students from my days of teaching Commonwealth doctrine. It was clear then who among us did not take to the common view. These days I report to them our progress, and they, in turn, report theirs back. From that assessment, I update the estimation of our planned successes. Our chances of success increase substantially each time we liberate one of our own, but also those who would be disloyal to the Commonwealth. Slowly gather their strength, regardless, knowing of our efforts. Thus do we inspire each other, not unlike the dynamics which I see among the Nightwings here. Now good afternoon then, reader. I have a delivery to make. He strides out of the wagon, bearing the sealed message. 49%, but we still have a few liberations left. Liberation rights remaining? Big old question mark. 2 rights till next liberation, so that'll give us some time. Now then, explore the Plaguemont. You spend quite an afternoon in the muddy bleakness of Plaguemont, surveying the area with some of your companions. Tizo is wondering if there's anything of note in the surrounding area. Isn't it quiet and peaceful in a way, I think? Your investigation yields nothing of note. The 3 of you return to the wagon for the remainder of the day, where you shall have time to pursue your vocations. Mentor, companion! Time to see what Volfred brings to bear. 8,300 inspiration. Needed for next rank? 100. Mentor Volfred. Certainly, I would appreciate your point of view. Volfred gains a somewhat stronger grasp of how to better pass the celestial orb through strength of will and trust in one's triumvirate, though through rather than dexterity alone. He nods in understanding. Ding. It's been a while since my last outing in the Rites, begging for your continued patience as I recollect the way. Legacies of Old 100 Mines. Wherever traveled Lusclorian, he planted his roots and spread his wisdom to all those who would listen. And Grasp of the Philosopher. The words of 100 Mines helped his kin make peace with the many mysteries and dangers they'd faced. If Volfred is banished, a sapling shall automatically spawn near his pyre until he returns. After casting Sprout, Volfred's sapling spawns faster than usual and gains a larger aura. After casting Sprout, Volfred may remotely detonate his sapling in an aura burst. Numbing Gust. While Volfred and his allies are banished, adversaries are slowed and cannot use their abilities. The winds of change shall scour the land from whence we came, but leave this land untouched. Once per right, if Volfred's adversaries extinguish his Pyre, is restored by 10 points instead. While using his shield ability, Volfred shields his allies as well. Volfred permanently gains +5 hope, hastening how quickly he returns from banishment. And Miracle Kindling. Once per right, if Volfred's adversaries extinguish his Pyre, it is restored by 40 points instead. Total points restored stacks with similar effects. So yeah, it goes up by 50, and if you had the right light, it would go up even higher. Defeat me? No, you must defeat me again. I will go for the Legacy of Old 100 Mines, though, and gain the Guardian Sapling. I tell you what, more often than you expect, your opponents will just run into that stupid little thing. Continue the journey. That being said, remember, when Volfred returns, it disappears. To the Pit of Belief, where we face the Essence. The wagon comes to a sudden stop after a near miss with someone or something that got right in its path. At first you see no sign of whomever or whatever it was, but then a voice rings out from off to the side of your path. The friendly yet somehow aggravating tone leaves little room for question as to who it is. Hey guys, maybe watch where you're going a bit more next time, I guess. You guys must have scared Dad half to death. I mean, just look at him. I know, terrified. But it's good running into you like this, because I got you for a really special deal. We got some pretty out-of-there stuff at hand, and it's been slowing us a bit, to be completely honest here. Something about him, I don't know. Dad just hasn't been himself. But once we open shop, why, these little numbers are going to fly right off the shelves. And you can have first dibs. All you got to do is give us a lift, because you're headed to the Pit of Belief, right? Just drop us off when you get there, okay? The Black Wagon does not provide for you most spacious accommodations, but it may have room enough for Falcon Ron, barely at least for the short remainder of your trip. On the other hand, you sense a troubling energy from whatever strange artifact he is transporting right now, and wonder whether you should get involved. Sorry, Ron, I gotta win this next right. The thought of having to travel with Falcon Ron fills you with a nameless dread. Falcon Ron seems to not be in any real danger. You express your regrets while explaining to him that there is simply no available room in the Black Wagon at this time. Okay, guys, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do and stuff, so I guess Dad and I will be seeing you around, okay? And as for these thingers I picked up, don't you be surprised if they're all out of stock, but when you visit me next time, okay? Because I can't hold them in reserve for you. They're way too popular right now. He waves you away. Come on, Dad, put your back into it. We ain't got that far to go. At least one of your fellow exiles breathes a sigh of relief as you prepare to set forth again. Number 1, Falcon Ron's very annoying. Number 2, he is bearing a load of cursed trinkets. So, yeah, don't want to have those around. The slug market is nowhere to be found. For once, it seems you've arrived at your destination sooner than Falcon Ron. Anyone to chat with? Tizo has something on his mind. Ooh, now that we've returned here, we can pick mushrooms. Black Cap. Tizo seems to be in the midst of a conversation with the lone minstrel. As you approach the two of them, the little imp appears perturbed about something. And above all, he was very, very loyal. Fiercely so, in fact. All throughout the land, knew better than to underestimate him, in spite of his little stature. In that respect, Tizo, and in many others, I might add, your great-grandfather was very much like you. Tizo seems to be asking the lone minstrel to confirm he is not playing some sort of prank. I am being serious. Have you known me to be the jesting sort? Tizo seems to be admitting the lone minstrel has always been sincere with him. Just so then, please do not denigrate yourself, for you are not only his heir, but you are my remaining link to him, and thus to all the 8. And more importantly, you are my friend. Tizo is grateful to the lone minstrel for his kind words, and considers him a friend as well. The Nightwings need you now, more so than ever. Then the lone minstrel turns to you. Is that not so, reader? Heartily concur, respectfully decline. You concur with the lone minstrel's assessment of Tizo as a most remarkable and irreplaceable member of the group. He's an extraordinary imp indeed. At this, Tizo rushes up and gives you a giant imp hug. Tizo is grateful for your kindness and your support of him. Tizo bounds off happily as the lone minstrel looks on. And there he goes. Thank you indeed, reader. Tizo sometimes loses sight of all that makes him special, a quality uncharacteristic of his kind, but not so much uncommon among yours. Once there was a time when he was the sole imp able to conduct the rites, and since then, however, other triumvirates have found imps with the capacity for it. They make useful allies, no? More than willing to conduct the rites, whilst having no desire to leave this place, although little Tizo does have dreams of visiting the Commonwealth. In any case, I am certain he shall continue to serve the Nightwings faithfully. The lone minstrel bows his head on his way out, bidding you a good rest of the afternoon. Tizo gains +1 hope for the next rite. Wish him well. Whew. Exit. Commence the rite. Pamitha finds you as everyone is preparing for the coming rite against the Essence. Despite this meaning yet another confrontation with her blood sister, she remains very calm. I know what you're thinking, Rita darling, so let me assuage any misgivings you might have. It's strictly business between me and Tamitha this time. Believe me, I know there's nothing I can do for her. I am nothing to her. But I can still be of use to all of you. I got Tamitha in here as I was tired of our kind throwing ourselves against Commonwealth lances. Maybe this plan of ours might finally ensure an end to all of that. She flies off to join the others, just as night begins to fall and ushers in the stars. Well, that's good, because I'm going to need you. At least 6 stars must be active.
The tattered mantle.
Good thing I'm used to having 6 stars active. Oh boy. Alright, Sungrease is active. What could possibly go wrong? 6 stars. Gracious. Volfred Sandalwood has powerful defensive abilities in the rites, and can spawn an invulnerable sapling with its own defensive aura.
Reader, or should I say deceiver.
You're paranoid.
I detect another exile in your ranks.
That's not against the rules.
The exile Volfred Sandalwood himself. That cursed sap. I ought to have known he was behind all this.
You really should have.
He has no love for our sacred tradition.
That is false.
Yet you would heed his poisoned words over mine own?
Very much so.
I thought that we were friends. Then fine. Let us return to a more formal distance.
Once more does this Commonwealth filth darken an already inauspicious night. Pamitha remains steady alongside your fellow exiles and shows no response to being at the presence of her blood sister once again. Tamitha looks right at her the entire time she speaks, but never once acknowledges her directly. But there is no more need for any talk between our kind. We are forever at cross purposes. No further proof is needed that these circumstances under which we meet. Pamitha does not acknowledge her. You sense only that she is focused on the rite, set to commence any moment now. Yo, Volfred, what up? Reader, my boy. Let us confer a moment here. I am returned now to the rites, a tradition that I had once disavowed. And now that I've donned the raiments, the voice knows I am here. It is no matter really, for our plan is well in motion. All that remains for us is to prevail. I shall aid you and the others in this task as best I can. Let us see now whether these old limbs of mine are still of any use. Use W to use Aura Shield.
Last, alive and well.
Volfred's shields
I know
deflects
that you can
adversaries'
hear me,
auras.
Sandalwood. You're causing quite a stir out in the Commonwealth. You plant your little seeds of discontent. Know that your designs at sowing chaos shall not be tolerated here. Now, good evening to you.
If Volfred is banished, his sapling expires. Okay, how quickly can I cast that? Okay, note to self. Like, holding it up means nothing. Just throw it out. Well. Nope. Yeah, just chuck that thing. And then press T to proceed. Quite the salute. Now then, Nightwings. Look forward to conducting with you all, if and when, of course, the reader calls for us to stand as a triumvirate together. Actually, I'm probably going to invoke Volfred, because guess what? That sapling is super useful, man. Rookie, perhaps. Oh, Tabitha's maximum rank! Superiority. She's just better than us. Alright. I've got to prevent her from... oh god, they're so fast. And they're all level 5. Yeah, of course they are. Volfred, I'm gonna need your help. Take the flame leech, for we shall require it. Although whether you will be able to score is with great doubt.
Volfred.
Volfred. Oh, that anger. You may have Melith's tail, and you might be useful. I'm gonna need some flyers though. I gotta take to the air. I gotta get that air superiority. Although Gilman and Rookie did so well before. Alright, I'm bringing Gilman back because I'm gonna trust his mad hops. You know what? Pamitha's not even gonna participate. She doesn't even need to be here to win. Alright, so I'm gonna have Gilman take to the top.
Sir Gilman.
And then I'm gonna have Melith take to the bottom.
Very well.
For the glory of the Nightwings! Come forth, you Commonwealth scum. Sisters, show them no quarter. So here's the thing. I'm just gonna start off every match by throwing a sapling. Get destroyed. Not Gruul, then die. Later, nerds! Fall on my sword!
First to falter.
Bonk. Have Bertrude banish 6 adversaries. Yeah, they will just run in there and die repeatedly. Later.
Solution.
Bonk. And just like all I have to do is keep Volfred safe. Oh boy, Winged Fury. That's bad. I'm just gonna hide back here until Bertrude comes back. Just keep going for the orb. Do it. Do it. You won't. No balls. Just go in there. Just get in there. Oh no, they got the orb out. But they're all dead, so hey, whatever. Woohoo!
Dove into the flame.
Bonk.
Shall the Nightwings press their luck?
Dropped it. Oh, darn it.
Oh,
Sure, come in here. Oh, wait, what? Ow. Whoop. Oh, damn it. Oh, God. Just walk into the Guardian Sapling. Just do it. Do it, you won't. Damn.
orb sails forth into flame.
It does, you know, frighten them. Whoa, you can move the sapling? Damn. Stop that. Ow. Oh, it was I who banished her instead. Whoa, well then.
Banishment.
Oh boy, I did not mean to pick up the orb. Later. Whoop! Just knocking me around. No mercy.
Zap. That was the last of them. Such wherewithal.
Woo! Woo! Bonk. Gilman. Get in there. Ow. Sure, come at me. Ow. Oh, this is bad. I just gotta keep her away. Why can't my aura overcome hers? That's all I was trying to do.
Spectacular. By the scribes.
Bertrude going in for those big defeats. Going in for that big damage. Oh, if his sapling gets destroyed before it sprouts, it will...
Stand not in glory's path.
Later.
Their pyre weakens.
One more score. You blasted Nightwings, so desperate to protect the people who discarded you like trash. Come now, let us show you.
Banished.
Destroyed. Later. Oh no. Ow. Put that down. Oh boy. Should have just cast it in. Damn. Oh, 6 points. Oh god, are you kidding me? Oh my god. The throws. Whew. What the hell is happening? Oh, I had the orb. I couldn't even tell. Ow, ow. What the hell? Alright, that's fine. Damn. That's fine. We still have 2 more chances to win.
Seize the orb.
There. Let's not get caught behind a goddamn rock for 5 seconds.
The Nightwings prevail again.
Jesus.
Mayhap the scribe shall simply smite them down next time.
Jeez. That spite, though.
Is complete.
We've been vanquished for the while, but our sisters on the other side shall crush the Commonwealth with or without our aid.
The 8 scribes bless us with their ways.
Yeah. Whew. Yeah, now you understand Bertrude's power. Like that tail, that is so crazy. Just, oh nope, everybody gets covered no matter what. Because as you can see, obstacles play a big part in being able to just ignore those and cast a huge aura very quickly can cause your opponents to get riggedy wrecked. All right, what's next? What's next on the docket? Back at the Black Wagon, you're taking some time to recover after prevailing over the Essence in a convincing manner when Volfred approaches. The Nightwings are in capable hands these days, my boy. Thank you for your continued efforts, given all the challenges we face. The rites may be ending, but we shall have time to achieve our plan, especially if you continue to prevail like that. Come, let's see whom we shall swear against when next the stars align. The stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. Seek now your destination. Triesta, Gold, and Lou. I shall like to fight at Lou or Triesta. Face Barker again? Unnecessary. Oh, if I could lose to the Withdrawn somewhere. Are they at Gaul? No, it's Ignarius, damn it. Very well then. We shall face the accusers at Lou. Tizo still has a score to settle. Lidless heretic! Ah, so we shall soon square against that Lendl the Liar and the accusers. Him I know all too well. Perhaps you notice he doesn't like us very much. He then tells you what he knows of your next adversary. Lendl the Liar, the first adversary you confronted in the rites, not long after you took your first steps on the path to freedom. A former constable by the Commonwealth, he gained a reputation for his strict and brutal manner. By any means, he always caught the crook. Once he arrested a civilian who hated him on suspicion of theft of Commonwealth artifacts that had gone missing. Lendl discovered the artifacts himself in the civilian's home. The suspect soon was exiled, still he denied the charges, even as they cast him downriver. The case was investigated further, though too late. Suspicions turned to Lendl. It turned out he planted the damning evidence himself, so he was exiled in turn. In the downside, he soon became acquainted with the rites, having heard of all this from several people in high places. He asserted himself as the de facto leader of the accusers. They bent to his aggressive nature and prevailed many times under his watch. Yet each time his chance at liberty arose, the Nightwings either defeated him or simply did not appear. He wishes more than anything to outdo the Nightwings, perhaps even more so than to be free again. Let us give him another opportunity. For now, have a good night, my boy. You bid Volfred a good evening. At dawn, you shall take flight again. Anyone in the wagon? Huh. Volfred! Jeez, you're really dominating my time. Hello, my boy. Tizo and I, we were just reminiscing on old times. Tizo is happy to have Volfred back among the Nightwings once again. Thank you, Tizo. I am happy to be back among the Nightwings as well. Though you understand why we are forced to be apart for so long, don't you? Tizo indicates he understands very well. I understand that Tariq provided some good company and song during the intervening time. Tizo confirms he did enjoy traveling alongside the Lone Minstrel for some time. And there he is, right on cue. Something I can do for you, Volfred, sir? Volfred laughs warmly at this. No, Tariq, we are well enough for now. Tizo and I, we were just remembering the time when we first met, the three of us. Tizo was rather apprehensive then, as I recall. He was merely being circumspect. I'm sure Tizo has the sharpest instincts of us all. But the bite he gave you, sir, it left a permanent impression, did it not? It did indeed. I consider it a mark of friendship. May it stay with me for all my days. It's a good reminder that, despite the challenges we faced together in the past, my time among the Nightwings has been extraordinary. Likewise, can I say the same, sir? Tizo shares the sentiment as well. Volfred turns to you. I should apologize, my boy. Here we are talking of a history you do not share. Believe me when I say we're skipping over many of the bad parts. What I mean is, it isn't my intention to exclude you as we wax nostalgic. The Nightwings that you know, we are a strange assortment, are we not? Those of us who share some kinship from the past, I suppose we cannot help but seek some warmth in it. But it should not be to the exclusion of the friendship that we forge right now. So please, why don't you join us for a bit? Together, you, Volfred, and Tizo and the Lone Minstrel talk a while about the times gone by. The three of them are pleased to be back in one another's company again, having grown close through shared experience in the past. Just the same, they have welcomed you into the group. In spite of the hardships you have faced, some of these idle moments that you shared together may one day form memories you think back on with fondness. Soon, however, the conversation winds down, though it lifted all your spirits for the while. That'll do for this episode of Let's Play Pyre. If you liked what you saw, if you want to continue the adventure, please hit subscribe. If you think that what I do is really keen, you can send me a couple bucks monthly on Patreon. I can use that money to do fantastic, amazing things like make more videos, start streaming, hire an artist to do cool shit, do the coolest thing I could think of, pay more rent. But until then, good night, everyone.